still love the laugh track.
Really?
Yeah, I still think it's funny.
On sitcoms? Or are
So
you talking about in
distracting.
like our
I
bits?
guess just maybe I love it more with our use of it.
Oh, yeah. Making fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really funny on radio. All of a sudden the crowd just gets behind a joke.
There's Warren Gaza, so I'm not really thinking about the laugh tracks in old sitcoms.
Okay. So sorry.
Welcome to episode 46 of the Musers, the podcast. I'm Craig.
Hey, America, I love you. I'm George.
That's way too much energy. I'm Gordon.
It's way too
How
little.
y'all doing out there?
Way too little
Doing
energy.
good.
Thanks for joining us for what I think is going to be a very special edition of the Musers, the podcast. We've been getting a lot of questions about when listeners who were not at the Kessler the night that we recorded our live show are going to be able to hear that live show recording. Well, we recorded it a couple of weeks ago to commemorate our 1-year anniversary of the Musers, the podcast. So the first of the 2 live show episodes will drop on Wednesday, June 24th, which will be almost exactly our 1-year birthday of this podcast.
We planned it that way.
And we recorded 2 hours that night at the Kessler. So the second episode will release in 2 one-hour episodes. The second episode will be released on July 8th, also a Wednesday. So June 24th, and yes, please, nice round of applause. June 24th and July 8th is when you'll get to hear the 2 hours that we did at the Kessler. And we didn't really talk much about this last week, but what a fun time we had that night.
Magical.
Boy,
awesome
it really
night.
was. Yeah, everyone was really nice and into it. We had a really good crowd, and it was a lot of fun.
Sold it out. How about that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Sold out in 3 hours.
which was amazing, which I think George thought we'd sell out. Gordo and I did not think we'd sell out, and certainly didn't think we'd sell out in 3 hours.
No, I thought there would still be tickets left over. And we'd be doing the panic pitch to people, hey, tickets half off, man, come on.
Hey, it's free now. Come on.
I know. Or bringing in, like a veterans group or something for free to fill out the seats.
But even if we only had like 100 or 150 people, I think it would have been fine. That's
Sure.
still, I think that still would have been plenty of people, and we had close to 400, so it was great. And that venue, the Kessler, is just tremendous for doing either music or something like that, like we did a podcast.
Talked to so many of our great podcast listeners that night. Everybody was in a good mood, happy to be there. So we can't thank you enough for being a part of that. And again, the first episode that we recorded that night will drop on Wednesday, June 24th. Yes, more applause.
Date of our choosing.
A quick reminder that this podcast is brought to you by our friends at the George W. Bush Presidential Center in Dallas and their Game Changers exhibit, which is running now through next January. And one of the featured athletes is the great Jesse Owens. And when I toured this exhibit last month, I saw, among other items, Jesse's personal photo books from the 1936 Olympic Games and 2 of his 4 gold medals that he won at those games. His wins in 36 in Berlin, of course, maybe the most historically significant achievement in sports history, as he defied the odds. He performed in front of Hitler and Nazi Germany, and he wins 4 gold medals. And as in keeping with the Game Changers exhibit, that performance demonstrated the power of sports to challenge injustice. George and I know firsthand about the Jesse Owens story because we starred in the Paramount Pictures made-for-television production, The Jesse Owens Story.
Yeah, it's almost like we know him just because we're so familiar with what happened all those years ago.
When you say starred, what was your contribution to the film?
We were extras.
Extras.
And
No speaking lines.
How much
whatsoever.
screen time do you think you got?
Very little.
Craig got the most. I got, I think, 2.1 seconds. Craig got maybe up near 30 or 45 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was filmed at North Texas when we were in school there. And it was filmed there because Fouts Field, the old football stadium, still had a cinder track in the 80s. It was the only cinder track in a big stadium anywhere in America.
It's the only place that had not been updated.
Yes.
It was it.
So I got to appear in about, 4 or 5 different scenes. There's one where they're coming back from commercial, made-for-TV movie.
Yeah.
And the camera is just on me running down the track for about 5 seconds. And then once the camera gets to Jesse and his coach, then it stops and I run out of frame. But that was probably my biggest moment.
Yeah, that was pretty big camera time there.
Another moment where Jesse's talking to his coach, played by Ronnie Cox, who I believe has passed away. I'm not sure about
he
that.
has.
Big Ronnie?
What?
Wasn't that his name?
Big Ronnie.
Mm-hmm.
What does Big Ronnie mean?
Big Ronnie Cox?
Don't know where you're going with that.
I don't either.
But
okay.
Anyway, as the two of them are talking, I'm in the background stretching.
You're a jerk, and you're a jerk.
So, yes, we know a lot about Jesse because we starred in that movie.
We told everyone on campus that when they would ask what we did in the movie, that we played Jesse's roommates. We almost made it sound like a sitcom that we were in with Jesse Owens.
It's
But
a
that
very
was-
serious story.
It
Oh,
was very serious.
there was another
I'm
scene.
gonna punch you before this thing's over.
There was another scene where at a high school track meet, I'm one of the runners, and I got in the lane right next to Jesse, who was played by Dorian Harewood.
Yes.
And so it's on me because there were only 3 runners in the whole thing, just Jesse and the 2 on either side. So I got screen time there.
Yeah.
Is
it
that
was-
common for only 3 people to be running against each other?
No, there were 8, but the camera only
okay.
caught 3.
I see, the framing of it.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. He was also in a scene where they filmed it at the Cotton Bowl, and he was on a bus. And I think it was supposed to be the American team arriving in Berlin. And on the back of the bus, you could clearly see it was him because he was doing this crazy dance that he used to do. His hand was going out, and he was really exaggerated on the back. It looked like Mick Jagger was on the back of the bus.
And it made the final cut.
It did. I can't believe they didn't say, okay, we can't, that guy's too ridiculous. No one would do that on a bus.
And was there Nazi paraphernalia around?
There was in the background.
So you've appeared with lots of Nazi paraphernalia.
As a member of Team USA,
In
yes.
protest to it.
Yes.
Yes.
So check that out. Jesse Owens, not the Jesse Owens story. You can check that out too. But check out all the Jesse Owens memorabilia and artifacts at the Game Changers exhibit. The Musers, the podcast, sponsored by the President George W. Bush Center's Game Changer exhibit, United by Sports. Visit today and learn more about the athletes and see the memorabilia that have changed the game. Now it's time for our letter of the week. And this comes to us from Brent in Austin. He says he is also known as the eye patch guy on our radio show.
Huh.
I'm assuming he wears an eye patch, and we
Yeah.
have labeled him the eye patch guy.
Okay.
How creative of us.
He says, I love the podcast. Listening to episode 45, and you guys talked about the worry that a sports team puts on your life and how Gordo doesn't get involved in sports because it takes too much out of him. The disappointment, the exhaustion, the wasted time, the absolute heartbreak of it all. Well, I'm 46 years old now, and I was lucky enough to grow up during the era of the triplets and those amazing Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl teams that won 3 in the 90s. You couldn't find a bigger or better Cowboys fan on the planet for 43 years of my life. When the Cowboys got steamrolled in the playoffs against Green Bay 2 years ago, I gave up. I now have 4 huge boxes of memorabilia sitting in my garage. I used to stand in front of the TV every game just yelling and screaming either profanity or cheers, but I haven't watched a single game since, and my life is incredibly better for it. My health is better. I spend more time with my family, and my blood pressure has normalized.
See?
Wow.
Being able to step back and look at the ridiculousness of it all really gave me a sense of peace and well-being. There are some days I do miss the fun and excitement of game day, but I am so much better off without the worry.
I love the letters that we get that tell me that I'm right.
That's one. There's obviously Jerry's still selling out a stadium, 90,000
Barely.
at a time.
Right.
I do wonder how many Cowboy fans are like that. Maybe not that extreme that don't even watch anything anymore, but have just taken a big step back with their investment of time.
I've
and
always
money.
found like that you can find the score online the next day. So
Yeah, you can.
In most
don't really
cases,
need to watch
you
the
can.
game.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah, I think it depends on the team, of course. If your team is currently winning championships, you're probably all in. But for Cowboys fans, 30 years of heartbreak, I mean, that gets pretty old after a while.
Yeah, and I think they get fed up, and especially where Jerry should be concerned about it on the money side of it. If people stop selling out the stadium, which
We haven't gotten
doesn't
there
seem to
yet.
be a problem.
No.
If the Cowboys get in the Super Bowl, I'll watch
Okay.
for the commercials. For the commercials.
And the halftime show.
Yeah.
All right, Brent, thank you for our letter of the week. We also got this email from Steve in Waco. I'm surprised I even have to suggest this, but I keep waiting for an episode devoted to Craig's squared away list. I think it's been quite a while since the last update. Let's make that happen soon. Well, Steve, your wait is over because this week's topic is being squared away. Thank you. Thank you.
Got a very limited
Please
studio audience
be
here.
seated.
Okay.
Be seated. Many years ago, I came up with this list and this idea of things that make you feel squared away. And we did this first on the radio show, and now it's ready to bring to the podcast. And I came up with my core 4 things that you do to make you feel like your life is a bit more orderly. And if you've never attempted to become more squared away, this is a good place to start with my core 4. Just get one of them done. If you can get all 4 of them done over the next month, then you're in great shape. But the core 4 are getting a haircut. Don't you always feel so much better about life once you get a haircut?
Yeah, and I'm
Yes.
struggling with that right now. I've been needing one for about 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna have
keep-
flop hair.
Keep putting it off. Yeah, I got horrible flop hair. It's way too long. I'm very Tom Hanks and Castaway looking right now.
I mean, there is the odd time that you get a poor haircut and then you don't feel squared away.
Yeah.
Yes, and I guess I've been through that a lot. I've shared that when my dad used to cut my hair as a kid. And finally, remember when I told that most embarrassing moments, and the girl behind me taps me on the shoulder in 8th grade. Who cuts your hair?
Yeah,
My dad.
that was bad.
That was terrible. And I've had poor haircuts through the years. So, yeah, a lot of times you do feel good. And then sometimes you're just like, man, do they know how to do this? Or is my hair just eternally bad?
Your hair always looks the same to me.
Yeah, and it's okay, right?
Do you
It
ever
doesn't look-
change? When was the last time you changed a hairstyle other than the mohawk that you had because you lost a bet?
The only major change, I think, is when I started parting it on
The left side.
the left side instead of the right.
How many years did you go with the right side part?
About 30 some odd.
Really?
And then I finally said, seems like most people parted on that side. Maybe I ought to do it on that side.
I thought you were supposed to go with whatever your more natural part is.
I think it is. But it seems like
But you went with the crowd. You said that most of your friends.
I just
did it on
thought,
one side.
well, maybe my problem is I'm parting it the wrong way. So I started parting it on the left. I don't know if it's helped.
Have you guys ever heard that you part it on the side of your political leaning? Like conservatives parted on the right and liberals parted on the left?
No, is that true?
I've never heard
that's
that.
a thing people talk about.
I
don't
bet you
know if
that's
it's
a
true.
correlation, not a causation thing. I bet you that, like George, you're parting on the side of the people that you see the most.
Yeah.
And if you consort with people of the same leaning as you, you're noticing that everyone's kind of doing this, so you subconsciously parted on that same side.
Don't
That's
you
a theory.
also,
I don't know.
the way your hair grows, don't a lot of people have a natural side?
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Like I've always parted on the right, but about 5 years ago, my barber said, why don't we do something different? Let's part it on the left. And I've
But you
been
don't
doing
have any
that
part, right?
Yeah, not really. I just kind of run my fingers through it every day, and then it happens.
Yeah, yours is so short, you don't have to flop it over to one side.
Right. So that's number 1 on the core 4 that you can do to feel squared away. Number 2 is getting a professional teeth cleaning. Not doing
Yeah.
it yourself, but getting your teeth professionally cleaned makes you feel great.
Yeah, it's supposed to be every 6 months, right?
Yep.
Mm.
Because they use all that professional toolage, that brush.
Is it really professional when they're still using that scrape fork?
Feels like it.
Boy.
That seems so medieval to me.
I know. There's
It
got to be
is.
something they could do with
I mean,
some sort of hydraulic pick or something that would work better than that.
They use all this high tech, water blasting with the latest and fine unicorn tears and all that kind of stuff. Like I have a dentist that uses all the latest high tech stuff. But then at the end, they go back over their work with that stupid pick to get any tartar that they find. And that just seems like, how is that protecting my enamel?
Right.
Do they not trust people to do that on their own? Have their own metal pick that they work on their teeth with?
I wouldn't want to do that on myself.
Gosh, it's so violent.
I know.
That sound just creeps me out.
Number 3 on the list is mowing and edging your lawn.
No doubt.
Don't you feel great after that's done?
After edging?
I think that's, I don't even know what that is. I think that's number 1 on my list.
Is it?
Yeah. And some of it is, it kind of hangs over my head because we have a pretty big lot to cut. And
oh boy, here he goes.
Yeah. Well, it is. It's bigger than any yard you've ever cut over there, Mr. Lawnmower.
Yeah, I'm not as wealthy as you, George. Way to rub it in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Gordo, why do you insist?
Same darn thing.
Why do you insist on calling yourself Mr. Lawnmower?
I'm gonna start calling him that.
George has labeled me that.
He's got 80 of them.
Yeah, I have to get old, dilapidated lawnmowers and fix them up because I can't afford these expensive riding lawnmowers that you're on all the time. That you take from your living room to your kitchen to get another sandwich.
George's lawnmowers are all Bentleys.
They are. They're so fancy.
No. Got a John Deere and a Toro.
And a Toro. 2 high-level
Well, one's a push mower
machines.
and one's a riding lawnmower. And a weed eater.
Aren't those each like $300,000?
No, they're not. You can get them for a much reasonable price than that. Maybe a couple thousand.
A much reasonable price.
Much more reasonable. Then the riding lawnmower is a couple thousand. I'm going to start buying my push mowers from Gordo or stealing them.
Wow. I've got a lot of great ones. I got some classics. The old John Deere series walk-behind mowers from the 90s. They were fantastic machines. And they were like $1,000 new back in the early 90s.
Wow.
So I don't know what inflation-wise is, but can you imagine paying like $2,000 for a walk-behind push lawnmower?
No, because it seems like most back then were like $200 maybe. Maybe even less than that.
Yeah. But they're great. They're still around, and I always, when I see one, I'll buy one and recondition it and fix it up. Put a new blade brake clutch on it.
You were doing all that.
Yeah, they're great machines, and they don't make them that well anymore. So in a lot of ways, the '90s was kind of a real sweet spot for life because you not only had the cars in the '90s, and I would say on into the mid-aughts. Somewhere in there was when cars were less technical and loaded down with too much technology, but they were really, really well made, and so they were really highly regarded that period of time in our automotive history. And the same with like lawnmowers and stuff like that. They were great back in those days, and they built them very, very stout. So
interesting.
Yeah. There's a little nugget for you.
So, like we talked about a few weeks ago. You're like Gen Z. You want to go back to the 90s.
That's right.
It's a sweet spot.
Yeah.
All right, number 4 on my core 4 list of things that you can do to make your life feel more orderly. And I think this is the most important. This is the most impactful. Get brand new underwear across the board. You have, how many pair of underwear do you guys have? 15 or 20?
I'd say about 15.
60 or 70.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's no way.
I've got about 20 because I have to wash every 2 weeks. And I think you should switch that out about every 2 to 3 years. I think if you're getting into 5 years with the same underwear, I think that's a bad thing. I think about every 3 years would be the sweet spot. And what I do is I order 20 brand new pairs, same kind. I've been wearing jockey briefs my entire life.
You ought to experiment in new underwear technologies.
There's
a lot of great higher end underwear.
I have a little bit. I've got a few pairs that are, what's the boxer brief? It's the combo.
Yeah.
It's not a boxer, but it's a boxer.
Yeah, but that's
brief.
a style. I'm talking about like a
material
brand of underwear. Yeah, that's a little bit better than just your, Target special. Although Target actually, I think, has a good line of underwear with their, what's it called? Pair of Thieves or something like this is their upper end brand. But
I'm very comfortable with my jockeys because that's what I'm used to.
Yeah, but then you get the silk kind of fiber that feels so good.
Ooh, keep talking.
Yeah. No,
not that way. But what I do is every 3 years I get 20 new pair, and then I take the old 20 pairs and I burn them.
Yeah. Turns into an eternal flame.
Yes.
Still burning 2
Burns
years
for 3
later.
weeks.
Every 3 years, the eternal flame in my backyard gets more fuel with the 3-year-old underwear that I put in there, but you have to burn those.
Well, I don't think I've ever gone like a full roster replacement of like 15. It seems like it's usually, whatever. What are they coming up?
You just address a need when there is one.
No,
After
just
a blowout.
like I would say like 6 at a time, and then get rid of the 6 that are the oldest that you have, and then kind of do it like that.
Take it from me. Switch them all out at once. You will feel so great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your entire roster.
The whole roster.
Okay.
I'm going to do that this week.
Okay.
There's no way he'll follow up on that.
Do you have like a coupon code or something? If you type Craig in, you get 10% off your entire roster turnover.
Type Craig in and use the promo code GOLF.
What?
And you'll get 20 new pair of underwear.
I don't understand that reference.
Or try Eternal Flame. That may work too.
All right. We should tell that story for those that don't know the reference. We had Ed Too Tall Jones once.
Who is that?
He's a Cowboys legend.
Played football?
Played football for the Dallas Cowboys, defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
And he was out at this golf tournament, and he was promoting this golf tournament, and he said, if you would like a free round of bowling.
No, it was you could go to golf.com and type in Too Tall Jones, and you get a free coupon for bowling.
Yeah, something like that. It
was
really confused
just a mixture
us.
of, a football guy promoting golf where you could get free bowling.
He got a bowling alley to help him out with this golf tournament and some sort of golf initiative, and they just threw that in there, okay?
I'm fine with that. It's just he confused us all. He said that.
All right, so over the years, as we've been talking about being squared away, the list has grown. Started with those core 4, but we've added a lot to it. So anything that you guys want to add, jump in with what makes you feel squared away. But some of the few items that were immediately added once we started talking about this, cleaning out your garage.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And I don't do this often enough.
Well, I didn't either until about 2 years ago. And I told you guys on our radio show, we hired an organizer, which she stays busy because so many people go through this where it's like, it's paralyzing to us. You go out and you think, gosh, I don't know. Maybe I'd throw that away. I mean, that was my son's, his first bat or, his third bike or whatever it is. But she was so good as to keep, donate, throw away.
Mm-hmm.
And she was good in helping us make those decisions. When's the last time you used that yard tool? 10 years ago? Okay, let's donate it.
Okay.
And
that's good. You need somebody like that.
Yes, we did. Now, maybe some people can easily go do the same thing, but I think it really helps. And she helped us with our garage, our closets, my wife's office, which is a very small area, but it almost broke the organizer. There was so much stuff in there.
What was in there?
Just pictures and files, and she does all the paperwork for her family, and she hangs on to things, schoolwork, and there was all sorts of stuff that was in there. It was just a dumping ground of things from our life from the last 30 years or so. But I would say since then we've done a much better job of staying organized in our garage and our closets. We still have some more to take on. Our attic's another story. We got to do that at some point.
Yeah, just burn that. Burn the attic and just rebuild it. The garage is like, for a guy like me who loves old lawnmowers and crap like that, like the garage should be the place that is most squared away, and it is the least squared away in my life. Right. I can't stand my garage right now because it is so chock full of things that are not cars.
Yeah.
And that's what it should be.
Yes.
is you should have your car in there, and you should have room to work on your car and room for my tools. I've just got too many tools, and everything's in disarray and disorganized right now.
Aren't you envious when you go into somebody's garage and they've got the tools mounted on the wall in perfect order,
yes,
and it's
everything
clean
is in its place and readily available, you know, and this happens inside the home as well as inside the garage, but people will be able to identify with this experience. I can't tell you how many times that I'm just, all right, I know I have 4 of this tool, but I can't put my hands on it.
Right.
And so I just go and I buy another one at the store for a job that I got to do that afternoon.
Yes.
When we organized the garage, I found out I had 5 hammers.
I wish I only had 5 hammers.
Oh my gosh. But she's really good about that too, about how you can hang on to a lot of things, but if you organize them properly, like hanging them on a pegboard, or, you know, she bought these shelves that have wheels on them so you could change and put it on another side of the garage if you wanted to. It's very logical stuff.
What are shelves that have wheels on them? What is that?
Like metal shelves, and they have they have wheels on them. And they're I'd say they're like a metal wire shelf. You know?
Okay.
It's like 4D.
Non-attached shelves.
Yes,
I was
right.
thinking wall shelves.
Oh, no. Yeah, non-attached. And, so you can move them around if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
And the wheels lock. And it really helped us.
It changed your life.
Totally. Well, it made us feel squared away for sure. And, yeah, I'll probably wait till the cooler weather gets here to get to the attic, but we've got to get to the attic. That is just the biggest dumping ground of memorabilia, old furniture, old toys, and it's just a mess.
Cleaning things or cleaning things out, that made the list several times of things that make you feel squared away, like washing your car.
That's on my list. Yeah, washing your car. I've recently gotten a new car of my choosing, and I've been doing the craziness of I wash this thing at least every week, sometimes twice a week.
Wow,
boy!
Because I've never done these no rinse washes. Have you even experimented with this stuff?
No rinse?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I can wash a whole car with just 2 gallons of water. And it's incredible. Looks fantastic. And
explain this. What are you talking about here?
So you basically, I get 2 gallons of distilled water, put it in a bucket that has a grit catcher at the bottom, and use a sponge that's recommended for the no rinse chemical, and you spray it down. You get a sprayer. You'll spray down your car with this no rinse solution, which is, I think, dilution of 256-1, and spray down your entire car. And then you go through with that sponge and you just do a section at a time, divide the car up into quarters or eighths, and you wipe it just once across with the sponge. And then you wipe it with a drying towel, microfiber drying towel, and perfect.
Wow.
Looks great.
I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you don't get the brush scratches from a car wash?
You don't get brush scratches and all that stuff, and you don't get you don't waste a whole bunch of water, which we used to do with the old way. It's a great way to maintain your car. Every once in a while you got to go in, and I'm also going to learn how to do a proper foam wash as well. I just think I learned car washing from my dad, and I've since learned that all those things are bad. The brushes he used to use on the car is not good for the paint.
No.
And he would dry it with like house towels as opposed to microfiber towels. I just don't remember towels being a thing.
No, they weren't available that I knew of.
Not until 20 years ago.
Way back in the day anyway.
Car related, what about putting 4 new tires on the car? Doesn't that make you feel great?
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Love it. Every time I get my oil changed and my car washed, I swear the thing drives better.
Yeah.
Yes.
It just, all of a sudden, the thing just feels completely different to me. Just having a clean car and knowing that you've done one positive act to take care of the engine, like changing the oil.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and even that next step after you have new tires, and then whatever it is, 4,000 or 5,000 miles later, you have them rotated. I can tell the difference when I do that because it's usually more than 4,000 or 5,000 miles when I rotate them.
A note: when you have new tires, just be warned. That the first couple 100 miles, their traction is not correct. You just have to be a little bit more careful with the brand new tire.
Really?
Yeah, until they get scuffed and their full traction will kick in.
Okay.
You have to break in new tires. And also on the oil change thing, my little public service is don't go the 10,000 miles. I know that your manufacturer says you can go that long, and maybe even the oil change place will try to tell you, oh yeah, if you get the synthetic, you can go 10,000 miles. Don't go that long. Get full synthetic, but half, whatever the recommended time is, go half of that.
Okay.
You'll spend more money, but you'll preserve the car much better. Like I just did an oil change in my driveway on a car that did go 10,000 miles, and the oil that came out of that thing, no car should have experienced that.
Looks like tar.
All right, here's one that's been on my list that I think you guys may disagree with. I think we all agree with the first part of this. Getting all your bills paid makes you feel squared away. Mm-hmm. But I've always also liked the feeling of balancing my checkbook. I know that's very old school.
It's just, I don't even know what that is.
But I still do that probably once a week. I go through and I balance my checkbook, and I love it.
Wow. That is just crazy to me that you even waste time doing that.
Who's keeping the bank accountable if you're not doing it?
There's no way they'd mess it up.
Yeah, you can't just completely trust what the bank says online. You have to keep them accountable.
Okay, so let's say you keep them accountable and you say, okay, I did some figuring and I put a pen to paper in the back of this little dinky check register, and I figured out that you guys are 67 cents off over the past 3 months.
I wouldn't bother them for that, but if it was $6,700 off.
You've never found them being off that much.
Or have I?
You have not.
I just haven't gone public with it.
You know that you haven't, and even if you found that they were $20 off, you're gonna call them up and they're gonna say, no, the system, we know exactly how much is in your account, and this is correct.
I just like knowing that I'm keeping them accountable. I've never
You're not keeping them accountable,
I've never
because
had to
they
call
won't
them.
do anything if you did call them.
Oh, we'll let the judge handle that.
There's no judge. I'm saying the flaw in your system is that you never do discover a discrepancy.
Not yet.
Number one.
Not yet.
Number two, even if you did discover it, they would not remedy it by just changing it to whatever figure you say is accurate.
I think they would. We'll just have to agree to disagree.
Holy ways. No, I don't agree to disagree.
You like working on lawnmowers. He likes balancing his checkbook. It makes him feel good and makes him feel squared away.
Okay.
Yeah, why can't you just leave me alone?
Yeah.
Because I'm paid to mess with you. That's why.
What about having all laundry washed, folded, and put away?
Yeah.
That makes me feel squared away.
I can wash it and dry it, but I don't really fold it and put it away. I just put it in a big pile in the chair, and then I just sift through it.
You're one of those?
Yep.
A chair is not a dresser.
Everything's a dresser if you're imaginative enough.
Yeah, that's always a good feeling. And then when when your sheets are clean and a freshly made bed.
Yes.
I don't know why it gets so out of whack after 2 sleeps, but it doesn't feel as good as it does that first night of sleep.
Right. That's a good one.
I think I'm a violent sleeper.
I must be too.
Because if I don't address the bed before I get in it, like if I go even just 2 or 3 nights and it looks like somebody came in and had to do a paramedic rescue of someone on this bed because everything's in disarray and torn up and out of place.
Yeah. Well, you may be.
And there's blood everywhere, and there's like cut bandages, and
there shouldn't be blood everywhere.
It's like someone cut the jeans off of someone, and there's cut jeans.
Do you think you have restless leg?
I don't know. What is that again? We've talked about it before, but it's not as stupid as we thought it was to begin with. Restless leg syndrome.
Yeah, it's
we always thought it was just someone bouncing their leg up and down.
Right.
And it's not that, right?
No, it's not that. It's sudden movements in your sleep, and I guess it's subconscious.
Like you punt in your sleep?
Kinda.
You'll grab a Nerf ball and punt?
Yeah, kinda.
Huh.
Yeah, look into it.
So you can wake up with a 42-yard average?
Maybe if you're good. Yeah. If you're a good punter.
Didn't you get restless leg syndrome or something? Or you knew somebody who
I know somebody who
it?
has it. Yeah, and I can't tell you much about it now, but there's something to it. Look into it.
Well, this is very vague and X-File sounding.
Like it's not like a serious thing, but it is something you got to pay attention to, and it may be a sign of something else.
Doesn't it also have like neuropathy associated with it, or
maybe? Yeah, it has some other medical condition that's attached to it, or could. Not always, but could.
It's not anxiety related,
specific.
Where you're full of anxiety, so you're nervously
No, it's not
working
that.
your leg.
No, it's when you're asleep and you're kicking 38-yard field goals.
Here's another medical one on my list of things that make you feel squared away. A prostate exam or colonoscopy with good results.
Yes, that's key.
That's the key.
That's the key on that.
But that makes you feel pretty good. You're like, okay, now I've bought a few more years.
Gosh, and it's amazing how people don't take that seriously enough. I was talking to a woman the other day who had never had a prostate exam. And I'm like, you're crazy, man. You're really rolling the dice.
Boy, I'm glad you told her.
Jeez. Gordon enjoys them a little too much. He's been having them since he was 21.
I pay extra for the extended prostate exam. And I even bring my own music and everything.
Your own music. God, how creeped out would the doctor be?
I turn it into a rave.
I'm going to get a little music going right now. Okay, go ahead.
It's all electronic dance music, and I'm wearing the surgeon's mask with Vapo Rub in it, and I'm just mollying my ass off.
Boy, all sorts of bingos in there.
You know what? I think my most recent prostate exam, I think the nurse remained in the room, a female nurse.
Yeah, and I have a problem with this.
That was awkward.
They have to have a witness, right?
Like, yeah, that's the thing. My doctor's office has that where anytime you get your balls fondled or your prostate loved on, they have to have a nurse in the room. And isn't there a way to opt out? I want to opt out of that.
It's medical.
I'm like, I'll take my chances with the sexual assault just to not have the hot nurse in the room.
So the hot nurse heard you moaning your last exam.
Yeah, and I didn't want her to hear what kind of severe pleasure I was in.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
Well, are you comfortable with the nurse in the room?
It's medical. Yeah, it's fine. I was really comfortable that time I went in for heat exhaustion and the nurse was really hot.
This is a creepy story.
It's not that creepy.
You said that she was absolutely the hottest
She's
woman
maybe
you'd
the
ever
prettiest
seen.
woman I'd ever seen in my life. Yeah.
Wow, how lucky were you?
Yeah. And she spent basically all night with me, checking on me, and
gave you a sponge bath.
No,
he kept trying to stay in there, and I just don't feel well yet.
I don't think I should be released. I really don't. I really don't.
I need more.
He was laying on the nurse call button the whole night.
Yeah, pressing the call button. She
How
comes
does
in.
this
Yeah,
TV
can I help
work?
you?
I don't really know how to work this remote.
Yeah, I don't know. I just called you. What are you doing? What are you up to? What's your situation? Married or?
Yeah, my wife happened to be with me. She's the one who took me to the hospital, and she came in.
Is she requesting you nurse?
No, darn near. When she came in the first time and then left, she looked at me and said, "You have got to be kidding me." I didn't choose her. They assigned her to me. I can't help it.
See, I think you scouted it out and knew the place to go to, and you faked the whole heat exhaustion thing, and just to where she would have to bring you back to health.
That is not true, but a friend of mine and I have talked about maybe going up there and having lunch in the commissary. Just, hey, they got great Salisbury steak up there. It's a great place to go.
Hey, I'll go. You've built her up so much. I want to see her now.
I want to see her.
Right,
let's all go.
Out. All right, Thursday is Salisbury steak day, so come on out.
Yeah, we'll go eat at the hospital.
Hey, how about this one? This is also a cleaning one, but it's electronic cleaning. Cleaning out your email folder, cleaning out your inbox.
Yeah, I've given up.
Do you guys ever do that?
No.
Only when I'm told to at work because it's full. I'm sorry, man. These things are bouncing back. Okay, yeah, I'll go empty my folders.
Gosh, I don't even know. Like, I think my Gmail account, it's like 76,000 unread messages or something like that.
Oh, my.
So I do
crazy.
I do an okay job of thinning mine out, but mine, I'm looking at it right now, I have 8,376 messages in my inbox. And I've read, almost all of them, but I'm very bad about going back and deleting the ones that I don't need anymore.
Mm-hmm.
because it's too much of a task.
Yeah.
And you don't want to hit
It's too
delete all
overwhelming.
because you're afraid you're deleting
Right.
some important ones.
Yeah, that's just way too much.
Here's a deep cleaning one. Deep cleaning your grill. You guys ever do that? The outdoor grill.
I don't have a grill.
Yes.
I've done that recently and it made me feel great.
It's a lot of work, especially if you let it go for a while. I'm thinking maybe you should do that once a year.
Yeah.
I thought
And
that
I've
was
let
the
it go.
seasoning. I thought that's how
what gave it that great
gets, yeah, it
taste.
gets flavor in there.
There's something to that. I
maybe
kind of have
a
always
little
thought
bit.
that too.
Yeah.
But now, you have a built-in grill?
No.
Oh.
Oh,
got
I'm
one
sorry.
You've got one of those?
God,
Yeah.
he's got
I don't
So many
understand your world.
Hey,
luxury
man,
items.
Baller's Ball. I've been telling you
You've
all
got
that for a
I've
long
been
time.
to your place. You have that outdoor kitchen thing.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
But a grill that's barely working because it needs to be cleaned, and I just hadn't gotten around to it.
All that gristle's been dripping down in there
Yes,
and
it's a mess.
clogged everything up.
I think the last time it got this bad, I just went and got another grill.
Oh gosh.
Why don't you get into grill cleaning and
No.
come out and clean our grill?
I've never been into grilling stuff. I know that's a
grilling
real
stuff.
typical guy thing, and guys get way into it, and it's a
Yeah.
whole fascinating topic. But it
Yeah.
never interested me, and I never got into it, and I feel better for it by not
Really?
getting into it. Yeah,
as
because
much as you like hamburger,
I think it would be too frustrating to me because it'd be some learning curve, and
There is.
and you
Yeah.
spend so much money on great steaks, and then you mess
Mhm.
them up, and that would
Yeah.
frustrate me.
Yeah, I'm decent enough where I can do that. I've cooked enough over the years for kids and their friends and family members. I'm decent at it, but yeah, I got to get my grill going.
Wasn't it when you were over your grill that time where some punk teenager said, "Hey, Jub, is my chicken ready yet?"
He did. Well,
Called you by your
shirtless,
nickname.
sunglasses, and smoking a cigar. Yes, he did.
God.
You were shirtless and smoking a cigar?
He was.
Oh.
He was. It was a graduation party. Yeah.
Oh, a high school senior.
I'd taken these kids out on the lake, and we had a great day. And now it's the end of a day, and I'm cooking them their second meal of the day. And he just wanted to ask me, and didn't call me George, said Job. Hey, Job, chicken ready yet?
Wearing sunglasses
No.
and smoking a cigar.
No, Jeff, your chicken's not ready yet, but I'll be sure and let you know, Chief.
So he was peaking in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
He
had it
just
all.
thought he was top of the mountain.
Yeah.
He was on the success mountain.
Yeah.
He had just summited,
Right.
and you were the Sherpa who was a little too slow for him.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
And I needed to let him know
Mm-hmm.
when chicken was ready.
Yeah.
Y'all love that
Gosh.
story. I think that's y'all's favorite story is me getting served by an 18-year-old.
It is
Totally
great.
owned you, man.
It was funny. And to this day, he's in his 30s now. He's a father now, and he still shakes his head every time he sees me. He's like, yeah, I'm sorry.
So he
Okay.
cringes at his former
Yeah,
self.
Okay,
he
that's
looks back.
good.
He was having, and I look back at it as like, you know what? I probably shouldn't have told the story on the air. He was having a good day. He was graduating. He's going on to college, and
Had he had a few brews or something?
no, I wasn't letting him drink or anything. He was drunk on life, Gordon.
Ah.
Hey, Jub, is my chicken ready yet?
I have several hats at home that some guys who own a hat company have made me some things like that. Like, hey, Jub, is my chicken ready? And still ski on the weekends and stuff like that.
All right, you guys have any on your personal list that we haven't addressed? Because I know we have a lot here.
Yeah, you covered some of mine. The getting the car serviced and washed and cleaned. That's a big one for me. And you touched upon the prostate exam and all that stuff. I just put physical. I always feel better after I get a physical and see the blood work come back and realize that my cholesterol is not 1,400 or something like that.
Right.
You know? When you get the physical and you cross that off your list, it always settles my mind quite a bit.
Yeah.
Of course, when you
Feels
get it
squared
back
away.
and see mixed results, you're kind of going, okay, yeah, change some habits.
Doesn't make you feel squared away.
comes back in with a long printout and
Yes.
there's a lot of things that are highlighted in red. and
See me
circled.
about this. Reminds me of being in school. See me
Yeah.
about this.
See
right?
me.
Something circled,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, that's not always good. And yeah, the car one's a big one about cleaning, or in my case, a truck. do you ever have those times where not only do you go a long time without washing or vacuuming out the inside, but you go a long time and whatever you're doing, like I recently was really busy with several events, including a charity concert. We had our live show. And I looked around one day and I thought, I've been living in this truck for 2 weeks because you do something, you leave your gig bag in, or you leave. I had several props for a silent auction, including fishing poles and all sorts of notes. And it looks like I've been living in my truck. Still does. I got to do something about it. And yes,
the entire contents of a flea market inside your truck.
Yes, and it just makes you feel defeated. And just like the dirty garage, it's almost overwhelming. You don't know where to start. It's like, I guess I'll vacuum it myself, or should I just take all my personal items out of it and let someone detail it? Because ever have the detail?
Rarely, but
very rarely.
Yeah. That
really
is amazing.
Makes
you feel squared away, because you don't have to invest 2 hours or whatever that takes. Someone else does, and then you have what looks like a new car.
Yeah.
Boy, my mom frustrated my dad so much because, you know, his famous line about her was, your mom treats this car as a rolling trash can.
I have reused that
and
so many times.
He could not stand that. I worked so hard and spent so much money on these cars, and she treats it as a rolling trash can. and yeah, I remember one time my mom opened up the trunk to put something in it, and it was completely full. And she had been carrying around these newspapers. She was going to drop them off to recycling, and she hadn't gotten around to it yet. Oh gosh! And I'm talking about, there was so much newspaper, because they used to take the physical newspaper and all that.
Yeah.
And I guess we didn't have recycling at the time, so it's a while back. Anyway, she'd been driving around for a year and a half with about 200 pounds of newspaper in the back.
How much?
And things to give away. Yeah. She was just, no wonder she's getting 16 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, you used to take your newspapers to the big receptacle.
Take them to a recycling thing, yeah.
I forgot all about doing that.
Just take 2 seconds for her to drop them off, and she didn't. She drove around that way.
The whole trunk.
The whole trunk.
Just full of them.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I did
Couldn't take a trip in that car if we tried.
One thing I did a couple of years ago that really made me feel squared away, I borrowed my neighbor's power washer.
Oh, yeah. Power washer. There's a whole men and power washers. That's one of the greatest things ever, is when we discovered those. We
take on the world.
Yes.
It's one of those things.
I power washed not only the bricks and mortar lines on the house, but I power washed the driveway, and my God, what a feeling.
Oh, it's so great. So pleasing to watch that wand go across it and just that gleaming white concrete show up again.
Yes.
Yeah, I love the power washer. I think I told you that when I first got my first one. I don't know, I was in my 30s or something, and I felt that same way, and I felt the same way ever since. You may have 87 lawnmowers. I have 3 different power washers.
Do you really?
Power washers,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, one's like a not quite industrial grade, because it's not gasoline powered, but it's bigger, and yeah, I can take on the world.
Wow.
Yeah,
that sounds great.
I thought about notifying our U.S. military to see if they needed any help, and I ran with one of my power washers.
I'm about to get me a couple other power washers. I only have the big industrial grade Honda engine with a cat pump on it and all that kind of stuff. I have that one.
So you can really
but I want to get an electric one too.
Yeah.
And I want to get a smaller one for car detailing and things like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the electric power washer, a lot of people just move to that. And that's enough for most people's needs, I think.
Or battery. Battery's becoming a factor now.
In everybody's world.
In the power washing world anyway.
Yeah. You ever watch power washing porn?
No. Sounds good though.
Yeah, I think there's a whole subreddit of people just posting videos
filthy
of
patio that just
various things that are cleaned with power washers. Go on YouTube, watch some of it. It's great. It's so pleasing to watch it.
Okay,
interesting. I got to get my own. I borrow my neighbors all the time, but I got to get my own.
Oh yeah.
I want something fairly powerful, but not so powerful that it takes the paint off the house. Or something.
That's the other thing. Control the flow of those things, because you need to have the appropriate amount of pressure for what you're washing.
And don't do that in sandals either.
Do not do it in sandals.
Right.
Absolutely not. You need to protect yourself, because if you ever cross your foot with a power washer, you can get the worst infection of your life, because that stuff it blasts it right into your foot. All that non-sterile water, and it boils up under the surface. It is so gross. That is some of the grossest injuries ever, those power washer injuries.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Sounds awful. Are you guys gardeners? Because weeding your flower bed or your garden makes you feel great. I have a very small vegetable garden. It's 6x6 or something.
Yep, that's going to be run over by a lawnmower at my house,
man,
so.
I love it. And I love weeding it. Once you get all the weeds out and it's just the fresh soil and the veggies, it feels so good.
Yeah, we've really let go our garden. We had it going during the pandemic, and we've just kind of let it go. And as for our flower beds, I've outsourced that.
Ah, okay.
Really?
I have someone messing with weeds now. Weeds drove me crazy.
Yeah.
I hate picking weeds. That's the one thing in the yard that I don't do anymore.
There's something very satisfying about pulling a weed, knowing that you got it all the way down by the full root system and yanking it out. Just feels
you really
great.
don't. The darn thing pops up again 2 weeks later.
Yeah, sometimes you don't.
I just don't like ending their lives. They didn't deserve that.
High Road Johnson over here.
And finally, we got this one from one of our listeners, David, talking about being squared away. He said, I went to church on Sunday. Apparently my sins were washed away, and you can't get more squared away than that.
That's right. You can do all the sins you want and just go to that church, and then they're all gone.
Reset.
Yeah, Jesus, the original power washer.
There you go.
Just rinse them all away.
Indeed.
All right, so that was for listener Steve in Waco. We got around to talking about things that make you feel squared away.
Way to go, Steve.
And that's it for episode 46 of the Musers, the podcast. Thanks to Peter Welpton, our producer. Don't forget, you can always get Musers merch at themusers.com. That's our website, themusers.com. Go there, get t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies.
I've been shocked at how many people
Pennants.
have bought merch, and they'll tweet us pictures of it or post it on the gram.
It's good
looking
looking
so
stuff.
good to see people out in the wild wearing their stuff. Matter of fact, this weekend I wore my the Musers the podcast shirt out and about when I was running errands, which is a little bit weird, isn't it? Because it's a shirt that
you're
has
asking
me,
for attention.
has me on it, and it was shocking. I got stopped so many times. I think it was 5 or 6 times in just these 2 errands that I ran with someone going, hey, yeah, man, love the podcast.
Great.
And people mentioning it because they had seen the shirt, and I guess they, originally they were looking at me going, oh, that guy kind of looks like Gordon Keith, but he's way too old and heavy to be Gordon Keith. But then they saw the shirt and they realized, oh, no, it's the same guy.
Okay.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
dude.
So yeah, get your Musers merch at themusers.com. And don't forget to check out our back catalog of episodes on Spotify or Apple or wherever you get your podcasts. And we'll see you next week on the Musers, the podcast.